all my friends, relatives, and cousins. This is Leon, your cousin Hawkeye, and we're back again in a minute or so. My son Blake, we call him Doc, is going to come on and he's going to talk to us also about what he did last week. We want to see how he's been progressing, if he's been making money, been losing money, has some other ideas that he's doing. So he'll be coming on in a second. Now, please remember that this is for educational purposes only. Any stocks that we talk about, we're not necessarily recommending that you do it or that you trade those stocks or buy those stocks. But it would be to your best interest if you look at the stocks that we talk about so you get an idea of whether or not we know what we're talking about or whether or not if you would have made money after the week is over. So without further ado, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, please share these videos with your friends and relatives. And without further ado, let's get Dr. Blake on and see what he is talking about. And here we are, everybody. Dr. Blake is in the house. And we're both here. And Doc, you said that you've been doing some other stuff last week. I want to find out what you've been doing and tell us what it's looking like. And then in a second or so, if you want to share your if you want to share your charts, let us know what you're doing.
I lost it all. I'm logging off. No. I started day trading options pretty much by accident, or not by accident, but it wasn't a coordinated attack. I didn't plan on it. Last week I was shooting a commercial Sunday and Monday, and usually I get in on my my options on Monday, but instead I had to get in on Tuesday, which sprung up this whole different type of strategy. So I got in on Tuesday and, maybe I think stuff started going down because I was going off of my Monday triggers. Okay. So trigger Monday, it might have gone up $6 or $7 where I should have been on, but I wasn't because I was working. And then by Tuesday I'm getting on, but now I was getting ready for a pullback. Yeah. So the $7 is now down to, $1 or $2. And now I'm trying to get in on a call, but it's continuing to go down. Okay. So that first day I got in on Tuesday, it was bloody. And I lost like, I don't know, $500, but I didn't panic. And that was key. So Wednesday, I'm like, all right, well, most of the contracts were until the 3rd. So I got 4 days for them to come back, get back into the green. So by Wednesday, I was off work. I didn't have basketball or acting, and I was able to kind of mess around with it for, the entire time the market was open for the most part. And so Tuesday I'm down 500 going into Wednesday. And then Wednesday I wake up and I'm up like 300. Every account that was bloody is now up like $100. Wow. So instead, I did the opposite of panic. I got happy and said, close. Before it gets bloody again and I lose a whole week's worth of work, I'm going to go ahead and close out. I'm going to take my $300 profit and I'm going to go again next week. Just simple as that. Yeah. And when I closed out, I'll end up going to some more of my triggers. So I closed out Wednesday. I'm up 300, and then some triggers started going off. Ding, ding,
Those are your alerts now. Your alerts.
Exactly. Yep. Ding, 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 and then almost like right when I sold everything. Yeah. So I was like, well, I'm up 300. Let me just put the 300 I made back into the alerts started going off. So I just put $300 on Carnival or something. I forgot which stock it was. I was in so many this past week. And I put it on Carnival, still Wednesday, and boom, Carnival takes off. Okay. It's to 125 and 150. And I'm like, well, I made my money. I'm out.
Yeah.
And and then this is still Wednesday, so it's like early afternoon, alerts went off again, did the same thing, made more profit. And then the final day, Thursday, I was trying to do the same thing, and I jumped into some stuff prematurely without even doing alerts or anything. I felt invincible. I was just like, oh, I'm just getting it. Everything I do, everything I touch is turning to gold. So touch everything. And then it went from gold to charcoal, and it got bloody again. And when it got bloody, this is still like Thursday afternoon.
Okay.
Still trying to day trade. And I was down 2 accounts out of like 5. At this point, I'm in like 70 contracts. So 2 accounts were down, the other 3 were up. So when I went into Friday, 4 were up going into Friday, and I closed out all 4. And then I was waiting on one, because the contract ended on the 3rd. It was that same day. And I was waiting on, I think Citigroup was down so much, and it was down like $400. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe if I could wait for it to go up to like 2 or 100, I won't lose as much.
Right.
And it never did.
Okay.
It was down that hole so much, it never crawled out. I lost $400 on that, but amongst everything else I was doing, I ended up making 400. Altogether profit for the week. Well, after the 300 I made Tuesday, and then the 400 from doing the side day trades, 700 altogether for the week.
So you ended up after all of that shucking and moving and back and forth, you ended up still with a profit of about 700 or 500.
Knock on wood. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
700 altogether.
So we got to let the people know that you had the time this week to day trade. So you could sit at the computer a little bit longer, where myself and some other people may not have that time. So we're on that set it and forget it almost type of strategy. But you were how many contracts did you total contracts did you trade? Do you remember?
I'm looking now I'm not going to count them all, but I'm going to just get an idea.
Yeah, this is like
I would say all together somewhere close to 60 or 70.
60 or 70 contracts.
That's so no, I take that back. Probably 70 contracts the first couple of days when I was doing it the right way or the trigger way. Okay. And then over those couple of days where I was pretty much experimenting day trading, I did like another 150. So altogether like over 200 easy
contracts.
Yeah, because some of the accounts are like 10 cents, 5 cents. So I was doing 50 contracts, only cost me like $200.
I got you. Right.
Yeah.
So we need to let the people know that you're doing weekly contracts, pretty much, right? So we pretty much expire. If you start them on Monday, you finish by Friday.
Right. Yeah. But I probably won't do it like that as much anymore, because it's stressful that way, because you don't have as much time. It's cheaper. Right. So I wouldn't have lost much. Like with Citigroup, I lost that 400. Right. But if I had done that contract out to, March or late February, it would have only been about $100. I mean, I'm sorry, it would have been more. It'd been 100, 200 more. So
would have cost you more.
Right. But more time. So now I'd rather pay the extra 200 for more time, so I can watch it now over 14, 15 days and hope for a market change in that time to close out. But with the way I'm doing it, I have to be on my phone, or at least seeing what's going on like once an hour at minimum.
See, and that gets to be a little hectic for some people. Some people, you say you have to experiment both ways. Like, for example, I did the only one stock I did, NU, I did 3 contracts on.
Okay.
all the others, I only did one contract, my slow
Mhm.
turtle way.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've done a total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 contracts. But the
Mhm.
7 contracts got me $894.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'm
I'm
paying.
watching some
Go
of the
ahead.
contracts you're doing because you send me some, like for instance, like Tesla or like Apple or Google, they're $5 per contract. They're more expensive.
So that would be
So
$500 per
right,
100 shares.
exactly. Yeah.
Right.
When rarely on any given contract, rarely am I going over 300, but I'm doing more contracts because they're cheaper. And
Yes.
then I'm doing multiple different stocks because those are also cheaper. So I might have 20 or 30 contracts out for 5 different stocks.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah,
So that's letting everybody know that there's so many different ways to trade. I mean, doing
yeah,
it your way, doing it my way. There's no right way or wrong way. It's just a
yeah,
matter of what you're comfortable with. But I think you're going to slow down a little bit coming up next week, right? You'll slow down.
yeah. I'm
Maybe,
probably
maybe.
a little bit, yeah. And instead of tying up the both laces, I'm only gonna tie up the right,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my knee brace on, and be a little bit safer, but still being able to move. Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me ask you this, do you have one stock that you made the most money with last week?
Yeah, Netflix.
Netflix. Can you
Yeah.
show me your Netflix chart? Let's show
Yeah,
everybody what that looks
I'll
like.
show you my chart, and then I'm also gonna show you the new chart setup I have because the chart setup that we do for weekly doesn't work for
Day
hourly or
trade, right.
minutely. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll show you both of that. Let's see. All right. So here is our normal weekly chart because we got the days, then we got day Heikin-Ashi, week, and then week Heikin-Ashi, and then month.
Okay. So your bottom 2 charts, black charts, are weekly, and then the brown chart is a month.
Yeah, this is what I use when we do our alert system.
Our
And
regular system. Okay.
yeah,
I
yep,
use
holding for a week or two.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah. And as you can see, I was setting my alerts for Baba, which is looking like it's gonna be a put.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I got that on my list. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So if I'm doing by the minute or by the 10-minute, I'll go to this chart system.
Setup. Uh-huh.
Yeah, which I call sell. Which is now you got a day Heikin-Ashi minute, a minute over here regular,
Yeah.
and then you have a minute regular down here, and a minute Heikin-Ashi. So I keep some of them the same because then now I can put Google in here because I'm in 5 or 6 of them.
You can put them in individually now. That's right.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. So now I'm watching each and every one as they go. And then I have a 5-minute over here for, I guess the semi longer trades, but everything is a minute. Everything is a minute because like, for instance, is Google here. If I have this as a call and it's going down like this and I'm only in for that day, well, right around here, I'm getting out.
That's right. That's right.
I might be even, or I might have lost $100.
Exactly.
And then same thing with City. I actually had a call for City and got out too early. But yeah, as I'm watching this go up, well, as soon as it gets here and then it starts coming back down here, oh, I'm out. And I might have made $100 in this area. So yeah.
Okay.
But Netflix was my main one, and I'll put that in. Let's see, put Netflix in the minute, and then I'm gonna put it in the 5-minute. The one that I want to sell the quickest, I'll have in the 5-minute and minute. I'm watching it, and then so with Netflix, I got in Okay, so I got in around here.
Okay, you're
And
looking at your
actually,
1
no,
minute
no, I'm
chart.
sorry. That's the minute chart. Hold on. No, I have to change that to
I
a
know all of
day.
our viewers are going to be, what is he talking about?
Right, right,
What are they
right.
talking about?
What are they talking about? I'm logging off.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
So as you can see with Netflix, the pattern is up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down. You
that's
know,
right.
so it was a bit of a pattern with it on the day chart. And then even on the minute chart, I ended up getting in somewhere around let's see, what would be the daily chart? So that's the 26th. We gotta get close to the 3rd. Okay. So this is when I sold on the 3rd, and I got in around the 1st. Okay, so
About 2
I
days.
watch. What's that?
Your 2 days, you had it for 2
Yep,
days?
I had about 2 days. Yep. So I watched it get up to here, and then sold on that was Thursday. Made $200. Then the next day I'm doing my trading system, and I got in on a call, somewhere around here on the opening day,
Mm-hmm.
and watched it. I'm screaming at the screen, pump Netflix, pump, because it's just going up. And there's a call. So every time it goes up, let's see, another dollar, I was making about 150 bucks. So,
Nice.
150, 150, 150. I'm spitting on the computer at this point. Pump, let's go. Yeah,
Give
yeah.
me more. Give me more.
Right. Yeah, come on, pay that bill. Send me to Jamaica. Come on, Netflix. Like I'm on a game show.
Exactly.
And then I saw it started going down, and it started getting to around, 374, whatever. And I got out, sold, made my 300 bucks, whatever. And then this is where I was going to buy a put and try to do the same thing, watch it pump all the way back down and make money on it both ways. And I actually had to go to work and wasn't able to get that put up there.
I got you. So that was good. So in we've been doing this. We started with the strategy. It's been what, a month? Can you say you started doing this a month ago?
I think it's been 3 weeks because
we didn't
it's
start
been
the
3
first
weeks.
week. We didn't start the first week. I did some training with you just to get things set up.
Yeah.
Next week we started actually going for the money.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I know for sure it wasn't this close to the new year because I was still getting my mind right to get in the grind.
Exactly.
So it was the second week. Yeah, we started messing with this. So I think this upcoming week will be week 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 3, but I don't think I've tripled my profits now. I don't think I tripled them in 2 weeks.
No. So it took the 3 weeks, you tripled your starting capital has tripled within about 3 weeks.
Yeah. So it was about $700 or $800 a week. And I'm looking at my calendar. Because I think we started more so around the 9th.
Sounds about right.
9th, 16th, the 23rd. And then so actually this will probably be week 5.
Week 5 coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So Doc, it looks like you've done a lot, and now you've gone off a little bit to your own strategy, and then a little bit of both of our strategies. I don't think I'm going to be quick enough to do your strategy as far as 1 minute charts, 5 minute charts, and so forth.
Yeah. If you work from home, if any of your viewers or subscribers work from home, it makes it a little easier. But then if you're on a long phone call, 30 or 40 minutes, and the stock you're in switches right when that phone call starts, and you don't look again until you get off the phone, that could easily be a couple $100 either way.
either way that you made or lost that quickly. Yeah.
Right. You might look at it when you get off the phone and be like, hallelujah, rejoice. Or you might look at it and be like, I got to find out how to sell my house.
See, that type of question, most people don't need, but that is good. You have to be, like you said, you have to be watching that computer if you're on these 1 minute, 5 minute charts.
Yeah.
With our other strategy, when you're doing the relaxed way, if we're doing a daily and a weekly and even a monthly, then we can just set it and forget it. But
right.
Just go that way. So
it'll help once I get more professional with it on my phone. You know, I can actually do it a little bit more on my phone and feel comfortable. Then I'll probably feel more comfortable doing this more often.
Oh yeah.
But until then, I'm like, well, I'm in this trade and I need to get home in an hour or 2 hours before the market closes.
Yeah. So that gets to be hectic. But I tell you one thing that I'm going to take your advice on. Now we talk about scaling up. This is almost the only business that I can think of that is relatively easy to scale up and add more contracts to your positions.
Yeah.
If you and I own the McDonald's, we can't just automatically get a second McDonald's or a fourth McDonald's.
Right.
A lot of paperwork and everything else and money.
Yeah.
With this, I've been trading pretty much 1 to 3 contracts. Next week, I'm going to scale up to 2 to 3 contracts, probably on every trade I make.
Okay. All right.
I'm leaving the one. Yeah, I'm moving on up like the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
So instead of, let's just hope, we'll see what happens. Instead of $800 or $900 for the week, if I just do 2 contracts, maybe I'm up to $1,800 to $2,000 for the week.
Right.
And then
that's true.
So I'll gradually scale up. I don't think I'm going to go to 100 contracts.
Right. Well, it depends. It depends on what you do, because I'll take you to a cheap one right now that I know for sure is cheap.
Yeah, show everybody a cheap.
Yeah, let me see. I think UUP was cheap. Yeah, in some places too cheap. Like you don't want to do 0.
Right.
But for instance, and I mean, not to say to invest in UUP, but 8 cents. So if I bought 10 contracts right now, or when the market opened for 8 cents a contract, that's $61. You know, so yeah, so 100 contracts is 600. So imagine the ones that are 2 cents. Here, let's see how much this would be. This is 2 cents. So 10 contracts, $38.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then let's see what after 100. Yep, 383. Yep. So you add another decimal point. So that's why I'm doing so many, is because I'm finding the cheap ones.
That's a good move, because I have UUP on the list for next week also. Is that what you said? Was it UUP?
Yep. UUP looking good.
Yeah, it's looking good for next week.
But now if you come to your stuff, Tesla, and I did the same thing for 10 contracts.
Exactly. I know what you're going to do.
8,000.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't even do one here.
No.
Right. I wouldn't even do one for $1,000 or $800.
That's what it is. That's right.
Yep.
And that's why, like you said, some of mine, I'll only do 1, maybe 2 contracts, because that contract may be $500 to $800 or $1,000.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just a matter of the strategy, but still, no matter which way we go, as long as our account is growing a little bit every week or every month, hey, you can't beat that.
Can't beat that for sure.
So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, if I only made $100 this week, I wouldn't be mad. I would find out why, but I wouldn't be upset.
Same here. Same here. We'll find out what we're doing right or what we're doing wrong and try to correct it for each. And each week, people will get better and better, just like you're getting better and more comfortable with what you're doing.
Right. Yeah. And comfortable with the accounts I'm working with.
That's
Like, I've sold this one, Barclays, 4 or 5 times already.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
If you start working with the same watch list, we talked about that a little bit, and you get comfortable with the stocks, you know how they're going to move or prepare for it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm checking my Netflix while we're talking and seeing if do you think those alerts are good? I have it for 368.95 and then 347.98.
Let's switch for a second to my share, and then you keep your screen, and then let me look and see where I have my Netflix and some of my alerts.
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so let me go to Netflix. Netflix is NT. What is it?
No, it's NET, I think. F.
Let's see. Wait a minute.
And then
I got it. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So I have my alert on the weekly down here, bottom left. 379.44 for a high and 348.70 for a low or a put. Where are you?
Oh, okay. I have the put correct. Wait, let me see yours again. 348. Yep, I'm at 348 too. But then the above one, oh, you're high. Oh, okay. You're at the last high of last week. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I was doing that and I was just like, man, because it ended at 365.90. So bringing it up to 379, I was like, man, that's a big jump.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't want to lose, like if it hits 371, it's still a big jump because it's $6. And then I didn't want to lose between that and the 379.
So are you then going to trade yours on a intraday time period? Or are you trying to trade it on the weekly, like I have it here?
I don't know. I mean,
you have to,
because I was looking at the last week candle at 368 high. So I thought, I mean, I'm thinking about the weekly trade at this point. I'm on actually no, I am on daily. Okay. So yeah, on the weekly, my last candle the last week ended at 368. So I thought that's what you were basing your alerts on, but you're based off the previous week high, which was 379.
I'm basing it on the week that ended. What's that? 2-3, February 3rd.
Yeah.
So this is that week right there.
Gotcha. Okay. So mine was, you see the second candle and like the little tiny stump next to it. No, the one that's on your daily.
On my daily? No,
I'm sorry. On your weekly. Okay. And it actually looks, that one. It actually looks like an actual candle. I have mine set right where that wick ends. I had it set there or a little higher where the high is for that.
The high for that one is 369.02.
Right. So I set my alerts at that one because I figured if it got to 360 or above 369, it might continue pumping to 379, then I can make the profit in between. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, so you're actually a week behind on that particular candle.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be dealing with this week coming up, which will be this week of the 6th.
Okay.
So see,
Gotcha.
this candle is the one that we're going to concentrate on now.
Gotcha.
Actually, you did make money with Netflix because it went higher than last week's candle.
Yeah.
It went up a little. It didn't go up a lot, but the way you were trading and the contracts you had, you made quite a bit because it went higher than the previous week.
Yep. And that was the midweek philosophy that I had too, which I was just pretty much making up as I go. But I'm like, if the alert I set midweek, I'm like, if the high goes higher than last week, then I'll still buy in this week and still sell this week because it might be higher than the high last week.
I think
If that makes sense.
Yeah, if everybody's thoroughly confused now, as long as it still goes up higher than the last week or lower than the last week, we're into a call, which means we think it's going to go higher, or we're into a put, we think it's going to go lower. Is that what you're saying?
No, I was saying, so you know how last week was the high was 368?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I got in, it was like 365. No, I'm sorry. I set my alert for 368 because I was last week's high. So when it went to 369, I bought and then watched it ride up to 379 or close to it.
Okay.
And then that's when I was going to buy a put because it started going down. So basically, I was still doing your strategy. I was looking at the last week candle, but I didn't have this week to look to reference to.
So that's what it is. You're right.
Yeah.
Not this ending week yet.
Right. It's still Wednesday or Thursday. So I didn't know where the high was going to be, but I saw that the high was higher than last week.
But okay, then, what you probably referenced, see where I'm pointing down here, the weekly? That was the week before that. So it actually, your high alert should have been right there.
No, the week before was the one next to that one.
Oh, that was
the first one is the last week. Yeah, so I was looking at that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you had your alert set there.
I had it on that one. Yeah, the alert was at 368, and then it started going up higher than that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, it was still your strategy. I was just confused because I was in last week when I was doing the week before that. Yeah.
You were still in it.
I was still in it. Now we're out of it. So now it makes sense to do the last week's. Yeah.
Exactly. Starting from scratch from there, since you're out of it. And I'm out of all of mine too. I'm starting from scratch. Up.
Sorry, folks. Sorry,
y'all. Sorry, everybody. They're sticking with us this long.
Right. It can be confusing for sure.
For sure, it can be confusing, especially for the new people. Doc, before we end our session with this, I have a list of ones that I'm looking at for next week. And now this is one that, let me see where. Okay. And I'll see if it's on your list too. But I'm just going to give you about 2 or 3 of them, so people that are watching can also.
Netflix hit $700 at a time. My goodness.
Did I switch out of that?
Yeah. That's great. I didn't know that. I just saw that. I didn't know last year it was at 700.
Yeah, so that's why it pulled back so much. Not to look at that. But for next week, I'm looking at EEM.
Okay, yeah.
You see how this is dropping on the daily. The weekly is looking like a drop to me. And the weekly Heikin-Ashi is possibly a drop. If it does drop, we've got a nice ride down.
Oh yeah, I like that nice doji right before a potential drop. So you got to set at.
I show you my alert. My alerts are set. There it is. Here's the weekly. 4204 if it fools us and goes back up. And 4077 below if it continues down.
Right. Yeah. So we're good both ways. Yeah.
We're good both ways on that. Right now we're leaning toward down, but If if it's just that little pullback and it goes above 4204, then we'll just hopefully continue higher.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see it?
Yep. I got it.
Let me see. Another good one I had. You mentioned Baba.
Yep.
I think you mentioned Baba. Something about Baba I liked also. BABA. I've got that
all
on
my
list.
alerts are set for the week, but I didn't have EEM for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me add it to the watch list.
Add your EEM. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, now you're on Baba.
Now I'm on Baba.
Okay. Yep. Let me go to that one. All right, I'm there. Yeah.
And look at that Baba. Baba looks like it could continue down this coming week.
Yep, another put.
Another could be a put. And
Right.
especially now the Heikin Ashi chart, the bottom middle chart that I'm pointing to, has also turned red.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So that's
Sure
red. That's red. The upper day charts are red. And even the monthly in my little brown chart is turning red.
Wow. Yep.
So
sure
it's
is.
definitely on the watch list for a put. Again, we're prepared for either way, but
Right.
now it's looking really good, like it could open up tomorrow or Tuesday, dropping.
Yeah, and like you said too, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's a lot of room. It's a lot of room down.
A lot of room down.
Yeah.
Room down.
Where's your low alert is at 105?
105.80.
You're right. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
And the high you put in your high at 113.96.
Yep.
Okay. And I'll give you another one that I have on my list. One last one for the people that are still hanging with us. Actually, both Coca-Cola and Pepsi. So KO for Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It's looking like it could continue down.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it could. It's been steadily dropping.
Steadily dropping. Yes.
Yeah.
And did you have that one on your list yet?
Yep. I had that one from back when we first went over alerts, but I set some new alerts I got mine around 59.92.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 61.02.
Close enough.
Okay.
I have mine at 61.59, but those few cents, one way or the other, were fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
61.59 for the high and 59.22 for the low.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And the last one we'll show the people is, let's see. You mentioned, let's see, I have 12 on the list that I'm watching. We're just trying not to hold people too long. Let's look at Walmart, WMT.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's looking like another, could be a breakdown lower, especially these weeklies and the dailies. And even
here's what I'm looking at, and this is why I like doing the daily trades for some of these accounts. Okay. Look at on 124, that big Sears Tower candle.
Yes. Over here.
So if I bought at 141 or the low, at 141, and I even if I rolled it to where the candle is just fat to 150 just for the day, that's potentially $1,000 in one day.
Easy.
And that's not even riding it up the stem.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it was green on the Heikin Ashi candle. So which it does show that it did actually go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even on the weekly, actually weekly wouldn't matter in that sense, but that's the tallest one. So when they're that tall, man, you can make a fortune.
Yeah, if you happen to be in on that particular time and ready to go.
Yeah.
You
Or
get alerted.
my alert would have been set against the previous day of 123. It had been at like, I don't know, 142.62. So even getting in there, yes, big profit. Yeah.
Big profit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're letting people know that the profit is there, the strategies are there.
Yeah.
It's a matter of people just learning how to do what we do and
Right.
jumping on board. And we hope that people just contact us. If we can help them, we will. If they have questions, we'll be glad to do what we can.
Yeah.
We're riding off for next week, and then we'll plan on seeing what we can do for next week and showing everybody how the week turned out. So, anything else you want to say, Doc, before I
nope.
close it out?
Yeah, happy trading.
Happy trading, everybody. And thanks again for watching. See you soon. Let's see, I'll stop this recording and stop. Blake and I want to thank all of you guys for watching this video of the two of us, again, with our trading. As you can see, that's what we do every week. We do this on a live account. This is not a demo account. The only time we talk about using a demo account is if you're just starting out or if there's a new strategy that you want to try out without having to use your real money. So we thank you guys for watching. As we said before, please like, subscribe, share this with other people. We hope our videos, you see real people doing real things. So we hope these our videos motivate and inspire you to get out there and do it also on your own. And we're here to help if you need us. So thanks again for watching, and we will talk to you soon.